Hello, my name is Tracy Etheridge, and I welcome you to the heart of Central Florida and to the heart of my home, which is my kitchen. First, I'd like to take this opportunity to thank Paula Deen and Philadelphia Cream Cheese for providing me with this opportunity to share with you one of my family's all-time favorite desserts. In our family, we have a long-standing tradition that when it's your birthday, my mother-in-law makes your dessert, whatever your favorite is, and my sweet father-in-law delivers it to you wherever you are that day. So today I'd like to share with you a dessert I call Could Be Your Birthday Banana Pie. Okay, so the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to prepare the crust. We're going to start with clean hands and a preheated oven. So let me take care of that now, and we'll get going on this crust. The crust is made up of 3 ingredients, and it sounds simple, but this crust makes all the difference in the world. It's a pecan-based crust, and we start by using 1.5 cups of flour. So we'll get that measured off and in our bowl. Don't want to overpack that flour, just make sure that the measurements are accurate. We'll get that in our bowl and get ready to add our other ingredients. Okay, there's our 1.5 cups of flour. Now, we add 1 cup of pecans to this, and I've got 12 tablespoons of softened room temperature butter, and we're going to add those. Get those in our mixture, and what we're going to look for here is a consistency that we can work into that pie crust pan and have the pecans evenly distributed, the butter evenly distributed, and work that into kind of a pebbly type texture. Okay, so I've got this to a consistent texture and one that will press down into the pie pan well and give us a really nice crust. So we're going to transfer this now into the pie pan. And then we will use those clean hands and press this down into a nice crust. Now I like to use the bottom of a measuring cup because that lets us work that crust in pretty evenly and makes just a nice consistent crust for us. Work kind of fast so the butter doesn't start getting too soft. Get it all around there in an even and you might have to still use your fingers there and kind of get it smoothed out so you just have that nice edge on it. Okay, so we're going to get this pie crust in the oven. It's going to bake for 25 minutes until we get those pecans nice and toasty, and then we'll start working on our filling. Okay, so we've gotten our pie crust out of the oven and it smells wonderful. Those pecans are all toasty and the butter, and it's made a nice even crust. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get busy with our filling. We're going to start with the first layer. And the first layer is where we have Philadelphia cream cheese, and it is the star of our show. So we're going to add an 8-ounce package of Philadelphia cream cheese to the mixer. And I'm going to use a stand mixer, but you can use a hand mixer, whatever you have on hand and available to you. So we'll get this cream cheese into the bowl, and I do have the cream cheese at room temperature. And that's going to give us the nice creamy consistency that we're looking for. Okay, to that we're going to add 1.5 cups of whipped topping. I like to use whipped topping in this particular dessert because it gives the pie the loft that we're looking for. And on the off chance that there's any left over, you're going to be glad that it holds together so well. So we're going to give this a look-see here and kind of guesstimate on 1.5 cups for our filling. Okay, and to that we're going to add 1 cup of confectioner sugar. And when you start your mixer, then you want to go easy because you'll be covered in confectioner sugar. So we'll get that down and in there and get it started. And we'll just give this a mix until we get it to the consistency we're looking for. Okay, I think we've got that to the consistency that is just right for that bottom layer. This bottom layer needs to be a little bit of a stiff pie filling consistency so that it can hold up. Take that off of there and we'll put this evenly in our pie shell. It smells so good. I can smell all that creamy goodness there, and we're just going to get that layer down and smoothed around on top of that pecan shell. Okay, on top of this, I've gotten my bananas sliced, and we're going to spread these bananas out on top and just distribute them evenly. You got to work with bananas rather quickly because they will tend to brown if you slice them too soon. So I would recommend waiting just as long as you can. Get those bananas spread around and push them down into your pie filling nice and evenly again. And the next thing that we're going to make is the pudding layer. And I use a small package of instant vanilla pudding. And really the one change that I make to this is I use 1.25 cups of ice cold milk. And this gives us the consistency that we're looking for as well also, so that this pie has that loft that we're looking for. So we're going to get that mixed together. And we just want to make sure that we get a nice smooth pudding filling there before we put that on top of our pie. Okay, so we're going to get this to a consistency that will work on top of this pie. Gotten it all mixed together, and we're just going to put this over the banana layer now. Smooth that over the top. It's going to work all down inside the bananas and make a great top layer. Okay, next we're going to top that with our whipped topping. You just want to kind of give this a little bit of a artistic flair to it. Make some nice peaks there and okay, there we have it. I'm going to top that with some toasted pecans and some strawberries. Some sliced strawberries here. There we have it. Thank you for spending a few minutes of your time today with me in my kitchen. I hope you'll make this dessert and enjoy it as much as my family does. So remember, could be your birthday. So enjoy your banana pie.